Good morning, everybody. So the other day I did a video describing how to check a gas can, and a friend of mine who watched the video suggested that I go ahead and do it again using a visual aid. So here we are. This is what I do when I'm inspecting my gas cans, whether it be metal or plastic. This is a smaller one, but it's pretty much the same thing. Some of your gas cans will have a vent here, some of your older ones, so you want to inspect that vent and make sure that it's not cracking or breaking. You want to follow your seam all the way around, especially on the bottom, and check and make sure that there's no leaks or cracks there. You want to check your corners, because that's where you're going to get most of your, that's what takes the most of punishment, so that's what you're going to want to look for. I'm going to check your nozzle. Make sure that your cap seals well. I had made a statement about them breathing in and out, and you're going to get some over time, some evaporation, because if this thing was sealed so tightly that no air could escape, then they would explode after they got so thick. They would just start bulging to that point. So keep that in mind. You don't want to have an open container like this with this cap unscrewed, but it's going to have a little bit of a vent so you don't get any explosions. I do the same thing with my metal cans, if I hadn't already said. Check your handle, make sure it's in good repair. When I buy a gas can, one thing that I do try to do is find one that has some sort of grip here, so when I'm tilting it's a little bit easier. Some of the other ones I have a grip on the bottom, so when I'm filling I can use that as a handhold instead of using one by myself, or one just by one hand. This is 2 gallons. The other ones that I have are 5 gallons. That's typically what I keep. I'm currently in the process of rotating my fuel out, so I'm down to my metal cans at this point. I try to rotate them out about every 6 months. And I always run fuel stabilizer, that just in case I go over, that'll keep it safe for about a year. Gas all by itself can last up to a year, but why take the chance? Just go ahead and rotate it. Something else, if you have some gas that's going stale, let's say you have 10 5-gallon cans and the last time you did it you skipped one and it starts to smell a little bit like shellac, you can add that to your tank anyways. If you're dumping that 5 gallons in on 20 other gallons, it's not going to make that big of a deal. It's the same way if you put a little diesel or a little kerosene. If you made a mistake, if you don't put 20 gallons in, you're going to be okay. 2 or 3 gallons in mixed with the gas is not going to affect how the engine runs. At least not long term. It's not going to damage anything. Now if you did it constantly, yes, you're probably going to have some issues. But anyhow, that's what I do when I'm inspecting my cans. Just around the bottoms, around the corners, handle, seams, and my nozzle. So if you guys have any other questions, feel free to email me at xcooperx@protonmail.com. You can also leave comments and questions in the comment section, and I'll get back with you as quickly as possible. But remember the most important thing: there are few problems in life that cannot be solved by a battleship broadside. Have a great day, everybody.